Hello, hello, hello. Lovely to see you all. I can see Judy's here and I can see that Denise has joined us, and my dog's just wandered in because she's heard me talking. She's like, oh, who are you talking to? She's going to lay on her bed, so that's okay. And yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about mock-ups today, but obviously, first of all, thank you so much for joining me. I love it whether you join me live or in the replay. I know some of you can't join live because of you're working, or people like Diana Holland in Australia, she'll be sleeping, and quite understandably so it's lovely when you can join me then afterwards in the replay. And so today, one of the things I just wanted to look at was I've found a company called Design Emporium, and it's a great resource. I'm going to start sharing my screen and show you where it is. Let me just find Design Emporium while I set this up. There we go. So I'm going to, no, that's going into Design Cuts, and I want a Design Emporium. There we go. This time that should be okay. There we go. So I'm going to share my screen. Why is that not sharing my screen? Don't you just love technology, everyone, eh? Oh, there we go. We're on. That's it. There you go. So, Design Emporium, it's run by a lady that lives in the UK, and she has her own business, and she creates pattern designs and does all sorts of things, and she's set up this site where people can apply to be a vendor, um, but she gives you so much information. She always has challenges. That's the last challenge that she had there. Um, and she's really supportive and shares, everybody's, people's work. When I've commented on stories and things, she comes back and keeps that engagement going, which is obviously really helpful when you're trying to, you know, uh, get your own work shared. So I've ordered a few things from her, but particularly the person I've bought from is, and the company's called Laz Art. Let me see if I can find it there. Have I typed that right? Design combo. Maybe it's Laz Art Designs. I'm possibly in the wrong search. Let me have a little look. I'm sat so far from my screen. Product. Let me find that. Let me find it another way. So it's in mock-ups. Let me just find that. Oh, there we go. I can spot her work straight away. And it's this lady here. And the company is called, the lady is called Laz Art. And I just love these mock-ups that she creates. I just think they look fabulous. And there's a cute little dress there, and she shows you a little bit of what the pattern is like. And I've not got that one. She must have just added that one quite recently. So you can look, obviously, like you can a little bit like Etsy would be, I suppose, that kind of idea. But obviously it's run through Design Emporium. To try and find a shop, to be honest. The one that I have got, because I've just posted, was this one. I love this. Sorry, I'm being too impatient. There it is. Oh, there we go. If I click on Laz Art or Design, I think it'll bring all of hers up. There you go. There's the lovely lady, and you can see her products in there. She does create patterns as well, but it was particularly mock-ups that I was looking for, and I'm not sure if these are her children but I just love them. And I think they're fabulous to use. So this mock-up I've actually bought myself, and it is on my business page at the moment. I've just put it down. I have the little Welsh dragons on. But what I really love, as you all know, I'm a little bit addicted to Procreate, and these particular mock-ups contain a Procreate file in there, so it is really, really easy to use them. So not only are they fabulous designs, but they're really easy to use. Just need to come back in here and see it in case we've had any comments, and I can't. Let me just have a little look. comments. Sweet mock-ups. I know. I think I've mentioned them to Judy as well, and as I say, I just think they're fabulous, and I just wanted to give them a little shout out really to Laz Art, and I will tag her afterwards, and also to Design Emporium, because I think, you know, they're doing a fantastic job. And but yeah, I am very addicted, particularly to the lady at Laz Art. So I'm going to skip back and show you what else is in here. So they also, you know, they also sell things like non-exclusive patterns. They sell exclusive patterns, and I know you ladies probably aren't wanting to buy patterns, but I'd never thought about selling patterns that were either exclusive in colourways on a platform like this, or you know, a non-exclusive colour. My page is just a little bit slow uploading today. Just click on one of these and have a little look. So these are in the exclusive colour exclusives, and again, some fabulous patterns in there. And but as I say, for us as well, it's a thought that, you know, maybe you might want to become a vendor. You can apply to become a vendor. It shows you there at the top. If I click on new vendors, I think it tells you all about if you wanted to go ahead and apply. And I'm hoping that eventually I'll be on here somewhere, but at the moment, obviously, I'm not. I'm not yet. But all sorts of different companies and beautiful mock-ups and patterns, fonts, design templates, branding, all sorts. So I wanted to give a big shout out to Design Emporium and also to the lovely Laz Art Designs. So I'm going to come back on screen for a tick, and let's see if we've got any comments as well. And yeah, it was a real find, and as I say, I love their work. I know it is, Judy, so easy to use on Procreate, and it really does make a difference. And I have had Photoshop in the past, and I'm no doubt I could quite happily spend time playing on Photoshop and creating. Playing's the wrong word, I know, but creating. But because I've already got Procreate, I just want to get those mock-ups out. And the fact that she's done this is a brilliant idea. So yeah, so that was my big thing to share really. And the other thing I was going to share with you, I've had some fabric a few weeks ago. Um, they're called Make Designs. That's the name of the company. Let me just double check there that I've got the right name. I'm sure it's Make. Yeah, that's it. It's Make, but it's Maake. And they do samples, so that's what you'll have seen. That it's one of my favourites. I'm not sure if it's everyone's favourite, but it's one of my favourites. I had that made into a sample, and they had a point where I think normally for a sample like this it's £2, but it actually cost me £1, and I just think I've got a real feel of what the fabric's like. This is, I think, is like a mock velvet. I can't remember now. And then this was the print. I did it smaller, like a sateen, that one. Obviously I did a bigger, the print was bigger on that one. And my beloved hardened with a H, you know. And I just wanted to be able to have some fabrics. This is one of my other designs. It is a pattern, but I actually just had the circle printed. But normally it's in a pattern, either a half drop or a half drop or half brick. And again, I've had a dress made in this, but so I'll put the link in there as well for Make Designs. I think I'm sure they're in the UK, so I'm not sure for those of you that are in the States or whether, you know, would be prohibitive. But I've got to say the fabric is beautiful. It's lovely, and it's good when people have a little offer like that, because I've got a little bit more of my designs to show on something without having masses of fabric to store, but I can also just see what it's like. So I wanted to share that too. So I must have something to share with you in Procreate. So let's have a little look. Let me just go into my Procreate and see what we can have a little look at in there. Share my screen. Now I've just been working on we've just been working on a wreath in my membership, but one of the other things that we looked at was I'm not sure how happy everybody is when you're drawing a complete pattern. I'm going to try and switch some of these off so we can see what I actually did. Let me start with this one, I think. So it just left that one on. And what I've started doing for things that are a little bit more complicated to draw, well, for me to draw identically on either side to the other. Yeah, I think they'd make great cosmetic bags, Judy. I think definitely they're the fabric is really nice, and so yeah, I thought I would let you see that. And yeah, Photoshop, I think it's just something else to learn, isn't it? So on to this is so I'd drawn this. I haven't got my notebook upstairs, but I'd drawn this in my notebook. I think I'd seen something similar, like in a on something on Pinterest or online. But I've just drawn half of it because it's easy to draw half. When I then try and put in the other half, I just can't get it completely correct. It never sits well. So what I've been doing is if I add a layer above that, and I mean it's not rocket science stuff, but it's always good to know. That's it. So I just want to turn that other one off. Why is that still really dark? Don't know. I thought I'd made that right. Oh, there we go. That's it. There we go. And then if I turn on assisted layer, now I know that I've just been using this on assisted layer, but if you wanted to do this, you can go into Canvas, edit, turn your drawing guide on, edit drawing guide. I know mine is set up like this because I've just been using it. Use symmetry and use vertical symmetry. And so now what that means is when we draw anything on this side, it'll appear here, or on this side, it'll appear there. And I've just found it so much easier to do that rather than trying to create a whole image. I mean, this is probably basic at the moment, but you get the idea. And then the top bit, let me see, I can't remember quite how I did this now. So I've probably got my hand in the way, have I? I'm going to put his ear on because I just like these bunny. When I see children with these, I just think they're so cute. And I've drawn this in, it's like a really deep grape colour because that's what colour I had, but obviously you probably would start this in black. Oops, just fill that in. And then as if by magic, it'll be on the other side as well. So if I now turn off the one underneath, I mean, obviously I haven't finished yet. We need to put in the shape and but it gives you that idea. And the other thing that I then do, if I think that it's actually, I've made it too wide for balance, I can just click on that side, click on freeform, and then just push it in a little bit so it's a little bit narrower. Pull it back to the middle. And the other thing I've been doing is if I think that it looks a little bit, absolutely identical, is I quite often use click on select and click on distort and just make a tiny little movement, and it just makes it not quite so perfect on each side and makes it look a little bit more realistic. So obviously I could finish that off a bit more. Just let me see if I can switch some of these up. Let me have a look. No, can't remember. That's it. So if I turn the one off at the bottom, and then you can see where I'm up to so far. So as I say, not finished because I need to add shadows at the back, and I need to do some with this, which is obviously like the inside of the item. But I'm really quite liking the idea of drawing one half and then using the Procreate tools for that. And yeah, so that's it. So and then I mean, you can use that as a mock-up. Obviously it's not got a real child in it, but it gives some idea as to what the pattern would be like. So I'm going to come back on screen and see if we've got any other comments. Where are we? Those the mock-ups are so easy to use on Procreate. And Denise says, yay for Procreate, so funny. Yeah, it is, definitely. Okay, so I'm conscious that it's 8:20, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Unless there's any more comments, I'll give it a minute or so because I know it takes time for it to catch up. So not sure. I mean, some of you be fine drawing both sides. I just find trying to make the second side match the first side, I'm not great at. So why not to use a tool that Procreate has there for us to make life easier? So I'm all for that. So you're welcome, Judy. I'm thrilled that you're here, and that everyone else that's joined us, Denise, that's here as well, I can see. And I just hope you have a great rest of your day. So it's nearly time for a cup of tea now. I've got a little meeting with Anne a little bit later on, and have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. And take care. Thank you, ladies. Bye bye. Bye bye.